Match number 35. Let's meet the teams. Down here on rig, give it up for team number 138.
From Sauhegan High School with the robot Nightwind Entropy.
It's 59-62.
From Merrimack Valley Robotics and UMass Lowell with the robot T-Pose, it's Persevere.
And rounding out the alliance, team number 61.
From Blackstone Valley with their eponymous robot Intimidators.
Down here, give it up for team 811.
From Bishop Girton High School with Cubebert, it's Cardinals.
Team 1729.
From Monadnock 4-H and 4-H Youth Development with Inigo Montoya, it's Team Inconceivable.
And rounding out the blue lines, it's team 4909.
From Billerica Memorial High School with Little Mac, it's Bionics.
The team number. All right, closing up the arcade for match number 35. We get a green light. We get a thumbs up. Driver is behind the line. Start this match in 3, 2, 1. Power up.
Robots moving, decisions made. Red Alliance and Blue Alliance each earning their auto quest. 138 now looking to get control of the scale. They've gone around the horn and they will take control of the scale. That will get them double points for a few moments, gives them a slight advantage at the conclusion of the autonomous period. Red and blue now looking to own the scale. Red adding to its pile of cubes on their switch, making it better defensible against 4909, who's looking to change that position right now. 138 holding on to the scale for the Red Alliance for the moment, but here comes 1729 trying to set it into balance, and it looks like they're just about going to do that. Red Alliance holding on to their switch. Blue Alliance uncontested, 1 cube making that happen. We've got little robot parts flying out on down by where I am. Little attention being played so far to the vault. Red Alliance is accumulating cubes, hanging on to them for a little while. We'll see where they play them. Blue Alliance doing the same, both holding their cards pretty close to the vest. And speaking of that, Levitate, boom, boom, boom. 3 power cubes in. Levitate applied by Red Alliance. Blue Alliance looks like they may be taking the same tack, applying power cubes to Levitate. 138 now, trying to change the balance. They get hooked onto the scale. They manage to disengage. Red Alliance switch, no longer accumulating points for them. 61 dropping a power cube. Let's see if 59-62 can set it back, and they do. Power boost up, a power boost being played right now. That would be Levitate for Blue Alliance. Here comes 4909. They're hooked on. They back up, making room for 1729. There goes boost being played by Red Alliance, although boost is in force already by blue. That's interesting strategy. We see right now potentially double climb face the boss for Blue Alliance. That'll be up to referees to decide. We've got one climb on the Red Alliance side. We'll have your official results up momentarily. This is pretty close depending on the outcome of that Blue Alliance double climb. And we're good. Final results coming up on the board. Is it red? Is it blue? It's Blue Alliance with the win. Blue Alliance will get 2 rank points for the win. They'll also get 2 rank points for the Auto Quest and for facing the boss. Red Alliance will earn 1 rank point. Blue Alliance with the ownership of the scale for longer, and also Red Alliance having the disabled switch for a portion of that time, being very meaningful here in the outcome. That's going to push all 3 teams on the Red Alliance down in the ranks, and all 3 teams in the Blue Alliance up in the ranks. Coming up, qualification number 36.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we get things set up for qualification match number 36, would you do me a favor and check out the big screen? We got some more behind the scenes action with team number 3236.
I'm here with team 3236 Triforce. Can you tell us a little bit about how your season's been going this year?
Our season's been going really well so far. This is actually our first time making it to district champs, and I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy with how we did at Bryant and WPI this year.
What would be one of the outreach events that your team does that you kind of like?
We work with these junior Lego robotics teams, and it's actually a Girl Scout troop. So I'm super into it because it's an all-girls group, which is really big for me to see really young girls involved in STEM. We recently invited them to our school to have an expo where they presented their dioramas and things they did. We had middle school level FLL teams, and we showed off our big robot and got them interested in FIRST Robotics.
Yeah, I love that behind the scenes action. Let's check up on match number 36. Let's meet the teams down here on red. Give it up for team number 177.
From South Windsor High School, they won Rack and Roll. They won Breakaway, and now they're looking to win Power Up. It's Bobcat Robotics.
It's team 5422.
From Middlesex County Robotics Club, it's Storm Gears.
And let's hear for 4557.
From Xavier High School, it's Full Metal Falcons.
Down here on blue, give it up for team number 319.
From Prospect Mountain High School, Big Bad Bob.
Team 5687.
From Baxter Academy for Technology and Science, it's the Outliers.
And rounding out their alliance, it's 2170.
From Glastonbury High School, Titanium Tomahawks.
Closing up the arcade, we get a thumbs up, we get a green light. Drivers behind the line. Let's get this match going in 3, 2, 1. Power up!
And robots, speedy robots here on the Red Alliance side. Simultaneous cube deposit gives Red Alliance 1 second of ownership. Blue Alliance will take the rest after the autonomous period. Both red and blue earning their auto quest. 177 losing control of Power Cube. Blue Alliance with control of the switch at the moment, a scale. Both sides with control of their switches. Looks like all the attention is either on the scale or on the exchange. Blue Alliance working with the exchange. 2170, applying power cubes through the exchange to get put in the vault. Outliers looking to accumulate more power cubes on their side of that scale, working with Big Bad Bob. And power up being played right now. It's Force for the Red Alliance. That will guarantee them control of the scale. And we've got Force being played. No, Boost being played by the Blue Alliance right now. Queuing up Levitate for Red Alliance. Blue Alliance right now ahead, 200 and change to 170. This could go either way. 50 seconds remaining. If Red Alliance can get control of that scale, they can accumulate those points on their side and tip the balance. Of course, as we get closer and closer to the 30 seconds, that becomes less likely, but let's not count them out yet. Power up being played right now by Red Alliance. That will be the Force. A Boost being played right now. Time is out. And we've got Blue Alliance playing Force. We've got Double Climb on the Blue Alliance side. Big Bad Bob bringing along 2170 Titanium Tomahawks, but take a look at Red doing the same, different techniques, similar result. Facing the boss on both sides. Looks like it's going to be Red Alliance and Blue Alliance if they can stay up there long enough. And Red Alliance looking to try and get control of the scale for the last second, will not do it in time. Red Alliance with a full vault. Blue Alliance one short. Blue Alliance ahead at the moment. We'll see what we get after Abby commits the final results. And here we go, up into the air go the scores on the big board. It's the Blue Alliance with the win. Blue Alliance. Fireworks for Blue. They're going to earn 4 ranked points. That's Face the Boss. That's Auto Quest. That's the win. With 450 points, this is going to push all 3 teams up in the ranks. Red Alliance with 2 ranked points. Good job, Red Alliance. This is going to mean positive upward motion for 2 teams on the Red Alliance, but Bobcat's going to drop to number 19. They had been previously at number 12. Now let's welcome back to the field Peter Moore.
More pins? You ready, Eric? Let's welcome back to the field, Eric Eckhart.
Okay, I'm here to take you through to the end of the evening. We are playing up to and including match number 47. Let's meet your alliance, starting out here with Team 999.
The Mecha Rams.
Their partners in the middle, it's 238.
Crusaders.
And over in the corner is 58.
The Riot Crew.
There we go, Riot Crew up front, everybody, let's hear it. There we go. Down here in the blue corner, it's 45-64.
Orange Chaos.
Their alliance partner, 67-63.
Fusion.
And let's hear it for team 4905.
Andromeda 1.
Match number 37. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, power up.
It's the autonomous period. Teams can gain a ranking point and get ahead on the scale. 2 points per second for the scale, 2 points per second for a switch during autonomous. It's advantageous. Red gets their switch, crosses the line, yellow dot. Red takes the lead. Crusaders 238 getting a lead on the scale, and no, it falls off. So the scale now is anybody's game. Blue has got their switch. 67-63, Team Fusion and Andromeda 1 working the switch, trying to make sure it stays in their possession. That's as a minimum. Crusaders Red 238, Riot Crew 58. It wouldn't be a Riot Crew robot if it didn't have plywood on it. Crusaders keeping it up. Orange Chaos trying to keep up on the scale, as is Team Fusion 67-63, trying to raise up and load there. But it looks like Riot Crew and the Crusaders, 58 and 238 for Red, are really keeping it there. And you can see their score is rising by 2 points per second. Blue is only rising by 1 point per second. Orange Chaos, the cubes on the field are sparse and scarce. They're only in the protected zone where teams can only use it if they're on their side of the field. Orange Chaos coming across, backing up, going by Team Fusion, trying to put one on the scale. It stays. But Crusaders going to add more to their pile on the scale and keep it in their favor. They don't want to lose control of it. That is 2 points per second versus 1 point per second. Let's maybe get ready for some power-ups played strategically. And we've got a blue power-up for Levitate. Doesn't look like the scale or the, doesn't look like the exchange is getting the attention it usually does. 4905, Andromeda 1 working the exchange over there. They're getting ready to put some cubes in, and they're going to use the force as soon as they can. We've got force for blue, forcing the scale to belong to them for 10 seconds. Andromeda 1 drops their ramps. They've got Levitate. They can get a ranking point if Orange Chaos and Fusion can climb up. Chaos is on it. A little bit of interference from the plate of the scale. Orange Chaos falls off. That doesn't look like they're going to get a ranking point for the climb as time runs out and Riot Crew climbs up. Here are the results. Red takes the match by a score 315 to 229. 315 to 229. 3 ranking points, but the Mecha Rams, who are doing pretty well already, they actually drop from 4th down to 6th. If you want to stay up at the top, you're going to have to get 3 and 4 on a regular basis. 238, the Crusaders move up from 39th to 31. And Riot Crew went from 34th to 27th. Ownership. That was the name of that match.
match number 38. Down here on your Red Alliance, it's 28-36.
Team Beta.
Got the Invincible Star music going in the background. It's Team 1768.
Robo Chiefs.
And let's hear it for 125.
And Neutrons.
Down in the Blue Alliance side of the field, it's Team 1699.
The Robo Cats. Meow.
Their alliance partners, we've got Team 95.
That be the Grasshopper.
And let's hear for Team 5813.
Morpheus. Go get dinner now.
Match number 38. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1. Power up.
It's autonomous. Neutrons score on their switch. Morpheus moving towards the scale, trying to grab that scale in. Autonomous comes up a little short. 1768. Success for the Robo Chiefs. And the score reflects that. Autonomous for red. No autonomous for blue. Not all of the teams cross the line. And red score is going up by 2 points per second right now. Morpheus and the Grasshoppers look like they're going to do the scale work for the Blue Alliance, 95 and 58-13. And the Robo Chiefs and the Neutrons are going to take care of it for the Red Alliance. So keep an eye. Both these teams are trying to eat the fence cubes and get them on there. It's whoever makes the mistake first, dropping one off, just like the Neutrons did. There come the Grasshoppers with the last one, 58-13. Morpheus is using the portal. Careful placement is key. If you want to keep it on there, it looks like blue is close to evening it out, but then that last cube came off. Bacon Academy coming over to the other side. They look like they have designs on the Red Alliance's switch. It's 2-1 there. There's a possibility from the portal that they could manage to do it. The Neutrons don't seem to like that. It looked like they might be trying to get in their way. Meanwhile, Morpheus, 95, the Grasshoppers might get this scale almost even. Let's see what Morpheus can do. Oh my goodness, that is one high reach. That is 3 cubes high. Can they keep it on there, spinning it around? They do. And it looks like blue has the opportunity to take the scale away. The Robo Chiefs missed their shot. The Grasshoppers, there is an advantage for blue right now, and they're down by 100 points. But with 46 seconds left, this is an advantage for them. Time for some power-ups. Who's been working the exchange? Both teams have a levitate. Nice placement by Morpheus on top of the scale. How high can you go? Robo Chiefs get it on their side. 30 seconds left. Grasshoppers up, ready to climb. Levitate for both sides. And there's 125. They have the ability to pull up another robot with them, but not this time. It looks like they won't get it. 1699 Bacon Academy. Grasshoppers, they're both going up. This one is too close to call with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a red card being given to Team 95, the Grasshoppers, extending outside 16 inches from your robot perimeter, which you can do if you stay on your platformer within your platform zone. But when they did hook on, they moved off the platform, and so their climber violated that rule. And so there's a red card for that. The scores are ready to go up. Let's see the effects of that gameplay. It was won by the Blue Alliance after all. How close did it end up being? It was 310 to 289. That is a 21-point difference, and you can see the ownership was slightly in favor of the red. Blue started catching up at the end, so that was very important, but it was that end game, a 50-point advantage. 3 ranking points for the Red Alliance, 1 ranking point for Blue. So the effect on the rankings for that definitely affected the Grasshoppers. They went from 55 down to 60. With the red card, they do not get any of those 3 ranking points. But Bacon Academy went from 57 up to 43, and Morpheus went from 40 up to 28.
All right, Peter, we're down here at the beautiful Boston University's Agganis Arena for match 39 of our district championship today. Oh, let's welcome out Team 1058.
The Polyvinyl Chloride Pirates with their robot, Everything's Fine.
Sure it is.
It
Here
is.
in the middle is Team 1073.
Featuring Omukama, it's the Force Team.
And let's all cheer for 58-56.
Ole, ole, it's the Bullbots.
Down to the blue side of the field, it's Team 663.
From Winsville, Massachusetts, Robonauts.
Here in the middle, it's Team 133.
Bert.
And we've got 467.
The Colonials from Shrewsbury with Miracle.
Little known fact, Peter, that flag of 467, the Colonials, made from actual Colonials. Let's see how that works out for them. That joke made a lot more sense if you understood what their previous team name was. Sorry about that. All right. We're just waiting on our last team to be connected up here. Match 39 in just a moment. There we go. We have arrived. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1. Power up.
Autonomous and both switches owned. Looks like we've got autonomous line crossings. Robonauts getting ready to score. They might. That 3 cubes on the switch by Bonnie Eagle Robotics team. Excellent. 2 yellow dots for each team. Both teams' score is rising by 1 point per second. Blue had a 1 point per second advantage, and 133 for Blue is going to try to keep it that way. 10:58, the PBC Pirates. For Red and the Force team, 10:73 for Red, trying to get ahead. We got 4 cubes to 2. Blue versus Red, 133. They're getting quite the lead here. Who's going to make the mistake first? It's close. Don't affect the position of the scale. That's a robo no-no. Bullbots 58-56 working the exchange for the Red Alliance. 467 for the Blue Alliance. It's a very important role. These teams, the members of the Alliance that work the exchange and fill it up with cubes. We have a mistake by 133 dropping a cube, but it looks like the Red Alliance might be deciding to ignore the scale for now. The Blue Alliance is going to try to take away their switch. Cubes are getting sparse on the field. 1073, the Force team picking up a cube down on the other side of the field from the portal. 663, Robonauts trying to take the switch away with Bonnie Eagle Robotics team trying to take it away from the Red Alliance. Bullbots trying to keep it on their side. You can see the results of the score, 269 to 166. And a boost is applied by the Red Alliance to the switch. That'll double the points from that. 30 seconds left. Red has taken over the switch from Blue. We've got Levitate for Red. Look for the sparks when they climb, when they touch that bar. 1058 PVC Pirates going up. 1073 the Force team trying to park. Colonials coming all the way to the other side of the field trying to make a last minute move. This one's close. We have 2 climbs for Blue by Bert and the Robonauts. Here are the results of that match. It was won by the Blue Alliance. They got 3 ranking points, 1 ranking point for the Red Alliance. So all of their scores dropped a little bit or rose just a little bit, but did not help them a lot. But if you look over at the Robonauts, they were in 64th position. They moved up 8 spots to 56. Bert was in 16th. They moved up 2 spots to 14, and the Colonials went up 2 spots from 20 to 18. It was ownership this time around. Ownership.
Qualification match number 40. And your Red Alliance, it's 2067.
Apple pie.
Yum, yum, yum. Here in the middle, it's 3930.
Spruce Mountain.
And let's hear it for 6329.
Bucks Wrath.
Down here to the Blue Alliance side, it's 4176.
The Iron Tigers from northeastern Massachusetts.
Let's hear for 176.
Aces High.
And team 230.
With talent, it's the Gale Hawks. Caw-caw.
Match number 40. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1. Power up.
Autonomous robots have total control. They can get autonomous ranking point by scoring in their switch. Both teams have done that. And crossing this autonomous line, this very vague, dark line right here in front of each switch. Apple Pie and the Galehawks miss the scale. We're pretty close to, well, they both got the ranking point, but one owned their switch for a little bit longer, and those double points gave the Blue Alliance about a 30-point lead. 176 and Galehawks have worked together before. And they're going to try to dominate the scale. Apple Pie 2067 looks like they are going to be the lone player there. So Spruce Mountain 3930 Red working the exchange for the Red Alliance. The Iron Tigers in blue are working the exchange for the Blue Alliance. Apple Pie is going up, getting a second cube up there, making sure teams are aware of their ability to place cubes on the scale. Both teams have enacted to levitate. For their power-ups, they will get a free climb. And with two other robots climbing, they can get another ranking point. And now we have a boost for the Blue Alliance on both the scale and the switch, trying to put this one away, doubling the rate of scoring for each of those scoring mechanisms. The scale is being taken away from the Red Alliance while Spruce Mountain was loading into the exchange. Galehawks came over and took it away from them. And there we go, 63-29 for Red. The Bucks Wrath trying to take it back. So right now Red does have it back, and they're scoring 1 point per second with that, but Blue continues to score 2 points per second. A lot of action down on the Red side of the field. Galehawks being pinned by Apple Pie. We have got a force by the Blue Alliance for both the switch and the scale. Sparks are flying. Bucks Wrath getting ready to climb up, missing their climb. Galehawks and Aces High, they might try to do a double climb here. It's a possibility. Galehawks can reach out. Aces High can climb up with 10 seconds left. Bucks Wrath gets up. And there goes Aces High and the Galehawks. And having a little bit of trouble with the lift. Spruce Mountain could not quite make that happen. Let's go check the scores on that. Let's see what it portends for the rankings. That was won by the Blue Alliance, and the score is 470 to 532. That's numerical, but there's the big deal. 4 ranking points. You look at the ownership and the vault, playing of the power-ups, the boost, 90 points for the end game. Those red penalties, while significant, didn't really have an effect on who won that match. So with the 4 ranking points, Aces High went from 15th to 7th. The Galehawks went from 39th all the way up to 23, and 41-76 at their first win. 4 ranking points, went from 64th to 46.
Match number 41. Down here in the Red Alliance side, 62329.
Mechanical advantage.
Oh. Here in the middle, your safety animation award winners, 2877.
The Ligerbots, oh my.
Oh my. And let's hear it for these awesome power rookies, 7127.
From Long Meadow, Massachusetts, it's Long Metal.
Down here to the Blue Alliance side, it's 3623.
The Terror Bots.
Oh, scary. Here in the middle, it's Team 4041.
The other Iron Tigers from Gardner, Maine.
And last but not least, let's hear it for Team 1100.
From Algonquin Regional High School, the T-Hawks.
Match number 41, drivers behind the line. 3, 2, stop.
No autonomous points. That was the fastest foghorn I've ever, never have I ever.
All right, teams, please come out and reset the robots. We want to make sure that all switches and scales are fully balanced before the start of the match. So please come out and reset your robots. We'll get this guy going again pretty quick in just a moment. Match number 41, once again, drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, power up.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger, Terror, T-Hawks, go. 1 on red, 1 on blue. Scales are balanced. Autonomous points shall be awarded. Maybe, maybe not. Well, both red, blue, they got autonomous points. There is a slight advantage for blue with the scale, 2 points per second, 1 point per second for the Red Alliance, but Ligerbots and mechanical advantage, they're doing what they can to change that. And T-Hawks almost go tippy on the scale platform. There's a slight advantage time-wise for the Ligerbots and mechanical advantage, the Red Alliance, but the Iron Tigers and the T-Hawks are going to try to make that up. Iron Tigers start first. T-Hawks go up, try to balance that out. Looks like they're about a cube behind, and here come the Ligerbots and the mechanical advantage. But both of those fall off. So here's an opening for the Blue Alliance. They can get the scale back now if they can just get these cubes on there. Meanwhile, the Terror Bots and Long Meadow Robotics are working on the exchange to get that vault filled and get those potential power-ups, and something just popped off. A zip tie just popped off part of the fence, courtesy of the T-Hawks. T-Hawks are trying to take the switch away from the Red Alliance, because taking the switch away is just as much as gaining the scale. Blue Alliance is trying to get their switch back. Iron Tigers might be trying to do that. We do have a loose panel on the field. 1100 T-Hawks picking it up, trying to get that switch away from the Red Alliance. Red Alliance currently has the switch and the scale, and their score reflects it. They're up by about 80 points. Blue is essentially frozen. We have a boost by Red on the scale, doubling the points from that, increasing the margin that they have. 21 seconds left. Time to climb. Mechanical advantage is approaching and reaching. Here comes the spark. 1100 T-Hawks, they're already up. We've got Levitate for blue. Ligerbots and Long Metal are hanging out in front of the thing. 40-41 appears a little static. Terrorbots run over to the pad right at the end. Each team got at least one ranking point for their autonomous routines. Well done. Here are the results of that match. It was won by the Red Alliance. Numerically, their score was 364 to 239. Now, the key thing, though, is the ranking points. So you can see the difference there. There was 60 points for the end game for blue, but that ownership, that was a 140-point advantage for red. Now, 3 ranking points is just enough for 63-28 to tread water and stay where they are, staying in the 3rd position. But the Ligerbots made a nice move. They went from 48 up to 39th position. So we're still seeing with a nice match some jumps for teams that are farther down in the rankings when they have a good match with their alliance partners. Let's get ready for match number 42.
Match number 42. Your Red Alliance, it's 71-53.
Atos Titos from East Catholic High School.
Here in the middle, it's Team 78.
Air strike.
Boom. It's Team 175. Your Blue Alliance. Let's welcome out 2370.
The iBots.
Here in the middle, it's Team 1153.
The Walpole Revolution will not be televised.
And let's hear it for 6933.
Architas. What's an Architas?
Match number 42. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, power up.
Oh, look at that wiggle dance doing 175. That is just like a bee in the hive. The drones will do that to signal their readiness to the queen. And we've got switch ownership in the autonomous and crossing of the line, so everybody gets a ranking point. Yay! But now it's up to the scale. Airstrike 78 going to strike first for the Red Alliance. Red Alliance now owns that. Blue Alliance, look at that right away. They're like, okay, hey, you can have the scale. We're getting your switch. Both of these scores are rising at 1 point per second, so this is a draw. And so look at the strategy that they have. But now that 78 and 175 and 7153, Atos Dios, Airstrike, and Buzz know that they're going to ignore the scale and go for the switch. In fact, they might try to take away the Blue Alliance switch, which Buzz is doing right now. And the iBots, now that was one of the nicest placements. It's like they curtsied at the scale. Very nice. So the iBots now are looking to maybe score more on the scale. 69-33. Arcaitis is working on keeping the switch in control of the Blue Alliance while they're also working the exchange. And scouts are noticing this about these teams. Who's a good exchange bot, a switch bot? This year the game really does require different roles be played very well, and it is still even going all the way. It's going to come down to the forces like was just played by the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance just played a force. They could do it with only 2 cubes to get the scale, so now their score is going to rise up and over. And now we've got a force by the Red Alliance on their switch, which they do own because of that. But now it's back to normal. 4 points separates these teams with 30 seconds left. You know what that means. Time to climb. 30 points for every robot up. It looks like a wash. Other than that, we've got a boost for Blue happening as they climb up for their switch. That is pulling them ahead by about 60 points so far. We've got Levitate for Blue. Airstrike goes up. Buzz is going up, but they're stuck on Airstrike. They may not get above the bricks. iBots 2370, they are up, and as time expires, we'll see what the referees say. Here come the results of the score of the match. Numerically, it was won by the Blue Alliance by 306 to 252, and that benefited all the teams on the Blue Alliance. Ownership, a very small, what is that, 24 points for ownership. But look at the vault. Blue was a much better job on the vault. Blue did a terrific job on the vault. And then the end game, just a little bit better, and that gave them the victory.
Coming up on match number 43, let's meet your Red Alliance, starting with 5,000.
Hammerheads from Hingham High.
Here in the middle, it's 57.35.
Straight out of Wayland, the Control Freak.
And let's hear it for 62.01.
The Highlanders from Somerville.
Down to the blue line side, 35.55.
Illuminati from Stores Mansfield.
Here in the middle, let's welcome back 49.05.
I remember when they were just a little bitty rookie team. It's Andromeda 1.
And let's hear for team 1071.
Team Max from where is that? What? Walcott?
Wolcott?
Where's Walcott?
Walcott? Waldo? Where is that, Peter? I don't know.
It's in the hills of Waterbury.
There goes our 5 minutes.
Just syncing up our very last Red Alliance robot. As the final packets make their way through the ether. And we just established connectivity with the robot radio. And next up, the robot itself. Qualification match 43. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, power! Oh.
On it. Scoring on the switch, important. Let's see if that can happen. Scoring on the scale, it would be nice. Lifting the scale up, that's a robo no-no. So it looks like blue might have gotten the autonomous ranking point, but red, they've got some work to do. They need to catch up. Fortunately, they've got some good scale bots, and up we go. Andromeda 1 is going to try to meet what 6201 the Highlanders just did. Team 5000, from Hingham High, the Hammerheads from Hingham High, HHHH. They're the 4-H team, not that 4-H, the other 4-H. Blue has their switch, red has their switch. The scale is balanced. The scores are growing at a regular rate of about 1 point per second, but now red has the advantage at 2 points per second. Andromeda 1 missed getting that cube on there. Now it looks like 6201, the Highlanders have got the lead for the Red Alliance. So what's going to happen? Watch the switches over on the red side. 57.35 going for the scale. 5000 is taking care of the switch and the vault. And we have a force was just enacted for blue, which gave them a slight advantage there. They're about a 50-point lead. 1071 Team Max has been working the vault all day so far. Now they have run out of cubes. They're looking for cubes. Looking for cubes. Hammerheads depositing on the switch. 35.55. Illuminati tussling with 57.35. Control Freaks for control of that freaky cube right there. There they go. And my cube, your cube. Lego my cube. That's my cube. And right now, red holds the switch, and they're starting to catch up. And blue has just played a boost on their switch. Red's got the scale. They're catching up. 30 seconds left. If this keeps up, they might be even right at the end. So here goes climb time. Red has got the scale. No power-ups being played. Andromeda 1's dropped their ramps. Will we get a climb out of it? It's tough. They've got to get around the scale. Team Max getting ready to drive up on it. 35.55 Illuminati. We might have a double climb because blue has done the levitate, but it looks like the Illuminati are not going to be able to make it up. Blue Alliance took that match, and the score was 326 to 277. So look where that occurred. Ownership was clearly for red by 66 points, but the vault for blue, that was 20 points. The end game for blue, they had 2 climbs and a platform. That was a 60-point difference. The 30 points in penalties, now of course that didn't help either. So we saw a change. Illuminati went from 49 up to 39. They got 3 ranking points overall. It was a big jump for some of these teams. Andromeda 1 went from 57 to 49. Team Max stayed at 21. So now you know, 3 ranking points is about what you need just to stay in the top third.
We're down here on the field at Agganis Arena for match number 44. We'll be playing up to and including match 47 tonight. Just a quick reminder, at the completion of all of our qualification rounds tonight, the pits will close at 8 o'clock and doors will open tomorrow morning also at 8 o'clock. We'll keep reminding you about that throughout the remainder of our matches tonight. And once again, at the conclusion. Thank you, guys. So here in match number 44, we have a Red Alliance starting with 558.
Elm City Robo Squad with Snapback.
Here in the middle, it's 811.
The Cardinals with Qbert.
And let's hear it for 3461.
Operation Peace Robotics and the robot with no name.
Down to the Blue Alliance side, it's 95.
The Grasshoppers with the robot that shall not be named.
Here in the middle, 5856.
It's the Bullbots with We Shall Not Utter Its Robot's Name.
And here in the corner, 5687.
The Outliers, and the name of their robot is
We do have a thumbs up. Match number 44. We do not. Just kidding. Yeah, take that, Switch. Anywho, while we wait for that Switch to rebalance himself, I do want to clarify something. Team 5687's robot is actually named Greta.
whose?
Greta, the Outliers. It's named Greta.
Greta?
Yep.
James, why don't we have that name in here?
All right, we'll get that in there, all right?
You gonna take care of it?
Got to recognize Greta.
You did?
All right, match number 44. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1. Power up.
Let's see how this autonomous goes. We've got switches, scales. Operation Peace, nobody seems to be having any success with the scale right now. The robots, 5687 and 95 Grasshoppers. There we go. Looks like they've got 3 up there. Operation Peace has been doing pretty well on the scale too. 811. Check that out. That is 4-bar linkage up to the top, over and over and over. Let's put them on top carefully. And they've almost got it equal, but it looks like the Outliers, 56-87, and the Grasshoppers are ahead by 1. Who's going to be the first team to miss their cube placement and give an opportunity for the other ones to go? The cubes on the field are almost gone. 811 misses their cube, and we have got a force by the Red Alliance on the scale. Very smart move at this time, and this is making the scores very equal, but now they've lost that. And blue is scoring at a rate of 2 points per second, red at 1 point per second. 811, I hope they can get that out of their robot. If they can't play with any other cubes. Oh boy, that is not a good position to be in. Now they're gonna have to spend their time. Blue, Grasshoppers taking away the switch from the Red Alliance. Now that's not nice. And we have got a boost by the Red Alliance on the switch, which is not gonna help them because they don't own their switch anymore. Now they're trying to get it back. Blue has done the boost on the switch and the scale, so they're doubling their score from that. And you can see their score is now climbing up. It's 100 points ahead, 30 seconds left. 558 getting ready to fire their grappling hook. It's up, it's on. 558 is going to move off to the side a little bit, but stay on that platform. Looks like Operation Peace will go for the second climb. They do have the levitate going. It'll be a ranking point. It may not be a win. Looks like we have some problems with climbing. No, we don't. Both sides. Double climb, Grasshoppers, Outliers, Robo Squad, and Peace, and oh my. Here come the results. On the screen, it was won by the Blue Alliance. See what this did to the rankings for these teams. 4 ranking points for the Blue Alliance. I think 2 of those 3 teams really could use it. The Grasshoppers move up to 51. 58-56. Moves up to number 50. And the Outliers move up to the 5th position from 10. So Grasshoppers went up by 11. So did 58-56, the Bullbots. And look at the ownership difference. That end game, that was very nice too.
Qualification match number 45. Let's meet your Red Alliance, starting down here in the corner with 15-19.
Mechanical Mayhem.
Here in the middle, let's welcome out 125.
And Newtons.
And in the corner, it's 39-30.
Smart.
Heading on down to the blue side of the field, it's 59-62.
Persevere.
Here in the middle, you heard them from the top section, it's Team 88.